Cain's latest betrayal on the young and the restless proves he never truly cared about Phyllis. When it comes to the young and the restless, betrayal is practically a currency, but Cain's latest move on the January 15th episode proves he's not just playing the game, he's rewriting the rules. And unfortunately for Phyllis, she's the pawn he's willing to sacrifice. Cain told Billy that he and Phyllis had an understanding, but let's be real, what kind of understanding is it if he's sneaking behind her back to cut deals with Billy? That's not partnership, that's manipulation. And it shows, loud and clear, that Cain never truly cared about Phyllis. He's just using her as a stepping stone in his ruthless climb to power. Cain goes behind Phyllis's back. The betrayal unfolded when Cain reached out to Billy Chancellor, dangling the possibility of acquiring Chancellor Industries. This wasn't just business, it was personal. Billy has been aching for Chancellor ever since Jill and Victor snatched it away from him years ago. Cain knew that pain, and he exploited it. Billy, played by Jason Thompson, confronted Cain at Crimson Lights, demanding to know why Cain had reached out. Cain didn't hesitate. He confirmed that he and Phyllis were indeed targeting Newman Enterprises. But here's the kicker. Cain admitted he had control of the software all along. He wasn't just scheming with Phyllis, he was keeping secrets from her too. Phyllis, portrayed by Michelle Stafford, has been laser-focused on taking down the Newmans. For her, it's about revenge and reclaiming the respect she feels they've denied her for years. But Cain? He's dangling Chancellor in front of Billy like a shiny prize, undermining Phyllis's ambitions in the process. Billy's dilemma. Billy wasn't exactly biting. He claimed his focus was on Sally, Courtney Hope, and Abbott Communications. Still, Cain pressed, reminding Billy of the pain he endured when Chancellor was ripped away. Cain even admitted he hadn't told Phyllis about their conversation. That alone speaks volumes. If Cain truly respected Phyllis, he wouldn't be making secret offers to Billy. Billy pointed out that Phyllis wouldn't be happy about this betrayal, and he's right. Phyllis has been fighting tooth and nail to build her empire. To find out Cain is undermining her behind closed doors, that's the kind of betrayal that cuts deeper than any corporate takeover. Cain's true motives. Cain's actions reveal his true motives, personal and professional gain. He's not in this for Phyllis. He's not even in this for revenge alone. He's in it for himself. Let's not forget, Cain has already pushed Lily and their kids out of his life. Despite his hookups with Phyllis, he still harbors feelings for Lily and wants to reconcile. That makes Phyllis nothing more than a distraction, a convenient partner while he plays his ruthless game. Cain once wanted to save his company Arabesque from Victor's grip, but now that dream is gone. Instead, he's keeping Phyllis close, not out of love or loyalty, but because she's useful in his plot against Victor. With friends like Cain, who needs enemies? Phyllis, more alone than ever. The tragedy here is Phyllis herself. She believes she has a companion in Cain, someone who understands her drive and ambition. But the reality is heartbreaking. She's more alone than ever. On Thursday's episode, Phyllis confided in Nick that she doesn't have any real friends. She even called Lauren and Michael fair-weather friends. That vulnerability shows how isolated she feels, and Cain's betrayal will only deepen that loneliness. Not only is Phyllis at risk of losing more friends, but she's also jeopardizing the trust of her children. Her obsession with revenge and her misplaced faith in Cain could cost her the relationships that matter most. Why this betrayal matters. Soap operas thrive on betrayal, but Cain's latest move hits differently. It's not just about business, it's about trust, loyalty, and the illusion of partnership. Phyllis thinks she's building an empire with Cain, but in reality, Cain is building his own empire at her expense. This storyline highlights the danger of aligning with someone who doesn't share your vision. Phyllis wants revenge against the Newmans. Cain wants power, validation, and maybe even reconciliation with Lily. Their goals don't align, and Cain's willingness to go behind Phyllis's back proves he's not a partner, he's a liability. The fallout ahead. So what happens next? If Phyllis discovers Cain's betrayal, the fallout will be explosive. She's not the type to forgive easily, especially when it comes to betrayal. And if Billy decides to take Cain off his offer, Phyllis will be left out in the cold, watching her supposed partner hand over the prize she's been fighting for. Phyllis's loneliness, her strained friendships, and her fragile relationship with her kids all set the stage for a devastating collapse. Cain may think he's playing a clever game, but in the end, his betrayal could destroy not just Phyllis, but himself too. Final thoughts. Cain's betrayal is proof that he never truly cared about Phyllis. He's using her, plain and simple, to advance his own agenda. And while Phyllis believes she has an ally, the truth is she's standing alone in a battle that could cost her everything. The January 15th episode of The Young and the Restless reminds us why we tune in, the drama, the heartbreak, and the shocking twists that keep us hooked. But for Phyllis, this isn't just another twist. It's a painful reminder that in Genoa City, trust is the most fragile currency of all. And Cain just cashed hers in.